Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the bill.
To the bill.
You know, this has been a very tough year for small businesses in each of our districts. This has been probably the most difficult year they've ever experienced, both for the entrepreneurs who have leveraged everything they have to build their businesses, and for the employees who count on those businesses for a paycheck that puts a roof over their head and a meal on their table. Now, these small businesses have had such a difficult year because of the pandemic, because of people's behavior changes in order to keep themselves and their families safe, but also because of the executive orders that have ordered them to shut down. The bars and the restaurants and the retailers and the mom and pop shops, these small businesses that form the lifeblood of many of our communities, have been dramatically and uniquely impacted by the series of successive executive orders limiting what they can do, what they can't do, what options are available to them to try to salvage this thing they built and this thing they poured themselves into and this thing that their communities rely on. Now, the CARES Act passed in Washington, D.C., and uniquely, it had the support of Speaker Pelosi and President Trump. How many things can we say that about? This had bipartisan support in Washington, D.C. The CARES Act was designed to deliver financial relief to these small businesses, was designed to ease the burden that they carry in this unprecedented and extremely difficult year. Now, here in Illinois, there have been a few programs that have been talked about as a source of relief for these small businesses. We had the downstate stabilization grants, which after months awarded only a tiny fraction of the amount allotted to them to a handful of businesses scattered across the state. We've had the business interruption grants, which took applications well beyond their ability to deliver any kind of financial relief and left businesses waiting and waiting and waiting, only to find out they would be left with no support from the state. And we've had employees who have had to wait months to file for pandemic unemployment assistance, only to find that they have to stand by their phone day and night for week after week after week to get a call back from IDES to even apply for unemployment, or to find out that somebody applied for unemployment in their name and is collecting a benefit that's not really due to them. Now today, this bill proposes to have the state, instead of those small businesses, have the state intercept $1 billion of financial relief that should go to small businesses, that this body at 1 a.m. with 11 hours left in this General Assembly is saying it's going to be ours instead. This is no way to treat small businesses in Illinois. This bill should be taken from the record. This bill should not be considered today. Is this the headline that we want small business owners and employees of these businesses to wake up to in the morning? Vote no.